Hi guys, good morning. Welcome to this important call about all of the things that is happening in the crypto world. So we're gonna have an amazing releases from our CEO Ramin Masgarlou, and it's very important to you right now to start calling your friends, colleagues, co-workers, friends, whatever, whoever have or hold any crypto. Is not talking about only ours, is any crypto. It's a very important information to receive. So Ramin Nasgarlu is our CEO, has been building this project since practically 3 years ago, and we have been seeing materialize right now. And this information is very important for you guys. Ramin, good morning. Are you in the call?
Good morning, Cesar. Yeah, be ready about in 1 minute.
Perfect. So guys, try to call your colleagues, coworkers, everyone, try to join to the call right now, spread the word, because this is a very important information.
See who from our committee made it up this morning?
So guys, try to put in the chat where are you from, your name, if you can share it. If not, at least where are you from, so we can welcome you into the call. Say it's very important to us to know who is holding the exits, at least you know the basic information that you need to have for this call. So
Use the chat, guys. Use the chat saying hello.
welcome, Karen Henry. Welcome from Winnipeg. Shana from Winnipeg too. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. It's a very important information. It's all the information that is happening in the crypto is going to affect the world. It's not only the project, the world. So it's nice to have this information. So spread the word, ask your friends, share in the social media, call them right now, jump into the call, share the link, because this one is gonna change the way that you see the crypto, and it's gonna help you to make the correct decisions right now. It's very important, this information, because it's going to help you to make the correct decisions. What is happening in the market, the exciting news that we have for you, for the exit holders, what it's coming, the decisions that we're going to make right now is going to affect how the project is going to be. Interesting releases for today that also is going to impact the project itself. So any exit token holder, join to the meeting right now. For Nigeria is now 2 p.m. So it's kind of early, so perfect. Probably for Asia, it's evening, night. Thank you guys for joining to the call. So good morning, good evening, good night, everyone. Try to spread the word. We're gonna make an exit market insight, okay, about the currency, cryptocurrencies, the decisions that we're gonna make. So try to spread the word with your friends, colleagues. You're on time. We're giving you some time to join to the call. So the world in general is changing a lot. So new releases are coming every single day. We have news about, you know, the crypto, countries, sanctions, tariffs, everything is moving very quick. So we need to do the same. We need to react and prevent what is going to happen with our project, with exit. Whatever decision that you make now is going to have a great impact for the future, especially for the exit holders. But in general, all the crypto, it's revolutionizing the financial market.
Okay, I think we're good to start. It's going to be a short presentation. I expected more people here because there's a lot of activity happening online, on chain, on exits. I expected them to be here, but that's fine. It's recorded. We'll pass this out. All right, Cesar, are you ready?
Yes, we are ready, Ramin.
Okay. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Exit Nation. Let's want to have this call with you because it's a year after, for I guess 15 months after we launch Exit. The good and bad, the good, I'm proud it's still here. and it's very stable. Yeah, and when the currency becomes has longevity, then it gains credibility, and people are looking at us. People we're talking to, outside one problem that we're going to talk about today. They like this. They like Exit. It's very stable. They see the transactions. They see its use case. Nobody questions its utility, and that's one of the bigger things with the regulator, especially the previous regulators. That said, where is the utility? A utility cannot be like ETH, for example. It cannot uh, be a payment for fees to sell another security. So this was a regulatory issues that they had because usually these utility tokens, well, BNB we use it as a fee for transactions, right? And this is where the regulators had a problem with that. Nobody questions the utility of Exit. There is a full-fledged ecosystem that is going to be used for, including the very first luxury mall. So I can tell you it's a huge undertaking. It was a big bite. Everybody told me that it's a massive undertaking. How big is your team? And because you look at these projects and all they do is just basically work on a blockchain. You see they go raise 150 million, 250 million, some of them a billion. You know, like they have 4,000 developers here, 2,000 developers there, 1,500 here, and small ones, 900 developers here. That wasn't us. We had an existing team. We hired 5 more overseas. We didn't have this massive. We use our own marketing team. We use our own graphic team, web designers, while they're trying to build another company, the main company. And so, we had to about maybe 15 people on this, and we've been at it for years. So a lot of people told us like you got to go find people who want to invest into this. There was an issue with that. We're going to get to this. That's why we're having this call. But you know what? When I launched Opulence from my home office, 2005, I told everybody we're going to be competing with Louis Vuitton and Cartier. People said, and I'm saying this from my home office, and people thought you're crazy. The owner of Louis Vuitton is the richest man in Europe. Louis Vuitton's net worth is bigger than Mercedes-Benz, and you want to compete with them. And today, 20 years later, we have multiple awards. Look at Ferry Mosh today. Where's Cartier and Ferry Mosh, right? We're 3 layers above. So we've done everything that's what we're going to do. Because I rely on hard work. I rely on research, hard work, good talent, finding people who have the same vision and mission. And, people in our business, they come in. They don't do that 9 to 5. They come in because they want to get the job done, or exhaustion sets in. Because that's just how I've always done things. I've done some real estate projects. I would get it done with about 60% of the budget, something that people cannot believe. How did you even do that? So I just, find the people who see the vision and they just want to be part of this. And you know what? Our history shows that those people are still here. They've been rewarded well. In the volatile world of uncertainty, Opulence projects we do is very stable. It's a nice blue lagoon in a red infested ocean. So there's no different with Exit. With Exit, it was the same thing. Yeah, we could use a lot. We could use a lot more, and this is something we're going to focus on. But there was a problem with 2 problems with Exit. One of them was experience. We didn't have any experience. We didn't know what we were doing. We're developers. We create stuff, but the business of crypto, we had no idea. Yes, we talked to a lot of companies. Yes, we tried to find the right people to help us. I found out that the many calls that Cesar and I and the team had, I knew more about crypto than they did, and they're supposed to be the experts. Because the business of crypto, I mean, it's different. So because crypto was such a hypey thing, and then what, every month 2 million new tokens get launched. How do you try to find the right company? Because there's not enough people in the industry to serve that rush. And whoever you talk to, they want some crazy numbers, and you don't know if they're gonna deliver or anything, like, because they never give you an answer. And to me, that is that they don't know. They just want to get the six-figure contract, and then you'll be disappointed afterwards. So we don't have those type of budgets. We need to focus on what we're doing and keep accumulating the knowledge as we go. So we're researching, we use AI. We have different people coming up with different things. So what we know is what we learned through companies, calls, association, collaborations, or research, AI, whatever it is. And we've done well. I mean, it's there. So that's one thing, was the information. We created this beautiful token, utility token, but we didn't know what we're doing, so we released it a very wrong way. We didn't like that. That was my fault. And the reason why we released it the wrong way, it's not that we didn't know how to release it, because all we had to do what everybody else is doing. Here it is. It's released. Go buy. And that's what we should have done. But because I had this other community in Opulence, and a lot of people did not know anything about crypto, I tried to give our community a leg up. And that became a real mistake. It's still a mistake today. I want to make sure that you guys had, because what happened was, it was supposed to be released. The very last day, we changed up our mind, because we saw lots of people were coming in, and they wanted to develop all of our community. They just came and bought because they wanted to come in, grab it, dump it on everybody else, and take off. And this is something that's very, very common in crypto. It's common in equity as well, but especially crypto. Look what the Trump token just did to people. $60 billion that took out of the crypto market. And within the first few hours, about 20 billion of it went to people who knew about it, Trump's group, and everybody else lost money. So and lost a lot, so we're going to talk about that. So because I was trying to give our community a leg up, which was a monumental mistake, I should have just said, you know what, we're going to release it. But you know what will have happened? The people that we know we like for decades that say, look, I'm disappointed, because why is it that we didn't know what we're doing? The company should have helped us out, and that would have been the other side. There were some people would say, well, how do I buy this? And we had this hundreds of calls coming in. It would be chaos. Help me buy, and so we thought, you know what? Maybe the easier way is, you guys are used to our own internal currency, our own utility currency, which is shopping credit system or Opulence currency, and we'll allow you to buy OC, and then we'll put the orders in for you. And yeah, what did that do? Well, that brought the market cap to $3 billion in the first day, because there was a lot of buy pressure and there was no sell pressure. And that was another major problem. And oh God, it became, see, this is stuff I didn't know. The crypto market, they're interested in, and by the way, that's been a moving goalpost. So first I said below $1 billion is a small cap. Then it was below 100 million is a small cap. Now below $1 million is a small cap. So that goalpost has been changing too. And but the first day we hit 3 billion market cap, not because there is real value there, because there's not $3 billion that came in, just because there was no volatility. It was just going up because nobody was selling. There was no natural come in, buy, sell. It was people accumulated over time, and it jumped up and give us a. Now, when you get that big of a market cap, nobody is interested to buy it anymore. VCs are not interested. No one's interested because it gets too big of a market cap. So that was, and that mistake happened only because I was trying to help the openness community, and it was a monumental mistake. That something we still deal with today. Now, it was good for our community because they all got in, even though we did a correction later on, we give everybody a 3x. It's been great for you guys because everybody in the pre-sale, everybody is in profits. This is the only token on the planet that everybody in the pre-sale, is still in profit with the monumental crashes that we've had in crypto. It's been a bad year. It's been the worst bull market in the short history that crypto's had, and we launched at the worst time. I guess that's not on us. We just launched when we launched, but it's so I'm giving you all the stuff that's happened till now. Now, while all this stuff is going on, we're building, right? We're building the full-fledged ecosystem. We're building the whole mall. That mall team, it's a monumental project. It's not like I can tell you that when that's pumping, that's what's going to make exit what it is. Initially, it was about the token. Now the token means nothing anymore, because now it's all about the mall. It's about the mall, and that's what separates us from 10 million junk that's out there, including utility tokens. This is what makes it different now, because of the full-fledged ecosystem. So anyways, now we have a market cap issue. Another thing I was worried about was so now we need to get. I didn't understand the importance of an exchange, right? So we went to some of the top 50 exchanges. Initially, if you remember, we wanted to create our own exchange, and we hired some people to do that, and that went on for about, I don't know, Cesar, how long was it? 6 months, a year? We spent money on that, and they created 2 exchanges for us. One looked like Coinbase, one looked like just a regular professional, for more of an expert, and we didn't trust it. Things weren't working well. We didn't trust it. So although they said it was ready, and every time we wanted to do something with it, we realized that imagine getting an exchange going, and that was a good decision not to go with that, because security is a major thing, and exchange business is a monumental project by itself. So we decided to just take the hit and forget about it. Let's just go on an existing exchange. We went to the top 50. We found that some of them were in the top 20, some top 50. And it's expensive to be on these exchanges. So we built relationships. Someone accepted. You got to pay these massive fees. And then you need, it's not just enough to being on an exchange. You need to have market makers. That's a complete service by itself, and that's costly every month. So again, but we did that. But I did not trust. Remember, we got 1 billion tokens. I didn't trust releasing 2 things. All these tokens on the good size exchanges in the top 20, top 30, but still, I didn't trust releasing it in all of it to these exchanges. Number one, whether it's the exchange going bankrupt and taking people's, it's happened many times. The exchange goes down and people lose all the tokens, right? Whether it was that, or whether, I'm thinking we really need to go to a larger exchange, something like Binance or, some of these bigger guys. Now, to do that, you needed to have a opinion letter. So we went to Canada's largest firm, Now, this is something I did in the beginning. I did this right, even way before we started the project, because that took about 3.5 years, guys. 3.5 years. We have 18.5 page opinion letter about that the utility of exit token, which is monumental to have, because 99.9999999% of these things out there, they don't have that. So now Canada's largest firm says, yes, it is a utility. And that means that's the difference between, us being attacked with the regulators and not being attacked. And that costs a lot of money. Just the opinion letter alone, Miller Thomson being Canada's largest firm, 950 lawyers, they're international law firm. They charge the most expensive anyways, but it costs us about $65,000. $65,000 for the opinion letter that we have for exit. So nobody sees the opinion letter. Nobody sees all this extra work that's going in the background. But that's the difference between the yo-yo coin and exit, right? So we have that now. So we're approaching all these bigger exchanges, but we found out that, another thing we had to do, we had to get on the two main exchanges, CMC and CoinGecko. Well, first of all, they don't just list you, number one. And there's things that they look for. Secondly, it's expensive. They charge thousands and thousands. It's not cheap. But the token has to pass their framework of what's legit and what could be a rug pull and those things. So we got that on. That was a big victory. Actually, it's been on both CoinGecko and CMC for a long time now. But now that you're on the map, of course, they're displaying on the global platform your asset, your token. So they check for certain things, and there's a flag on exit. So we didn't know what that was, and we kept trying. And you know what? Trying to get information on crypto people. I don't know what they don't know, or they don't care. You don't get much cooperation from these exchanges. Long story short, the flag is this: when you release a token, you have to release all of it. So you can't. Now, it's nice that on our blockchain they can see we can't make more of it, which is good, because the ones that if you can keep adding like ETH, right, then that's not very good if you want to buy the token. The ones who have a cap where you can create more, those are favorite. Exit is that. But they expect you, if it's $1 billion, they expect you to release all $1 billion. Because they don't want a rug pull, right? They don't want me to do what Trump did. Put it out, sell, take the money out, everyone loses. It's a good concept. But the reason why I did not release it, I mentioned earlier, is because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know where to release it. I don't want to release it to smaller exchanges and they get hacked or something happens. These exchanges don't have head offices. It's not like, I'm going to show up, in Amsterdam. I'm going to go to the office. They don't. It's not. You're lucky if they actually respond to you on Telegram, on email. So again, look, Opulence is a credible company. 20 years, and this is an extension of a very credible company. So it's not like two guys with an iMac. We put something out there and, hey, let's see what happens. Even if you have good intention, hey, let's see what happens. If it crashes, it wasn't our fault. I wasn't going to take that risk. For us, this is an extension of a 20-year e-com company that we already have. We are the most credible. We're the most, as far as I'm concerned, we're the only company that's got real utility. It's a real company. It's the first real company in crypto. Because everything else, what they're doing is about transactions, right? DeFi, whatever. This is the real company with a real product, the first one entering crypto. And it's a 20-year history. So our history goes back beyond Bitcoin. So we're the oldest one in the business. So I'm not there to ruin my existing business. But on CoinMarketCap and CMC, they say, well, there's a flag. Well, the entire supply has not been released. Well, again, it's not released. Fear, uncertainty. I didn't know what to do with that. Now I'm looking at it saying, you know what? I always said, even in opulence, there's a higher power looking over us. Sometimes we do things, and at first it looks like a mistake, but then later we find out it was meant to be. Now, a year and a half later, or 15 months later, I'm saying, thank God we did not release it. It hurt our progress last 15 months because there's a flag there. So when you go to a VC, people, they know what that is. They look at that and say, okay, why is it that most of the supply is in their cold wallet? It's not released yet. That means if they come in, they buy a whole, what VCs do, will come in, they give 5, 10 million, whatever, they take the tokens. But they don't want me take their money, right, and dump the price, sell my tokens and kill, so they have nothing now because the only equity they have is the tokens. I'm just giving you a little snippets of the stuff that we go through, like you have no idea. Anyway, but now despite now in light of what we're going to show you today, first of all, it's going to excite you to the moon. We're now learning things. We've done things now. The business has evolved to a point now that it was a good thing we did not release these tokens. And I'm going to show you why right now. All right, so this is a background. We only got a few slides. It's not a big presentation. I also got some people coming to pick up the McLaren and take it to the shop, so he's going to be here soon. I'm gonna take us to the. So let's first look at the market insights. Exit enables the functional currency. So when you think exit, folks, remember from day one, we said it's a utility token. It's for the community. It's designed to do one thing. Becomes the means of exchange between crypto and physical goods. That doesn't exist today. Right from day one. Of course, that draw in some of the wrong people. And we see what they're doing these days. And the other reason why our token has gone down. Because they came in, they took our rewards, they get our gifts, and now they're dumping it. And some of them, we see what they're doing because you can actually trace this. Some of them, they're taking the gift exit that we've given them. They're dumping it, then they're buying, they're producing their own tokens on these softwares and throwing it out there, junk tokens, to see if they can, if one of them sticks. I really don't like that. I think that's betraying their community. You take your gift to exit instead of trying to push exit up, like all of us is doing. They're taking the gift exit, they're selling it, they've gone to a software, they're pumping out all this shit coins. I have to say the way it is. See which one of them might tear, because they have these softwares now. So you're hurting the exit, so you can do. And these are the exits you got for free. You don't expect that from a community member. We are and I can put a stop to that. And I can put a stop to that. Yes. Okay, just leave it here for me. Sorry, guys, I got contractors coming over. So, and honestly, we know who they are too. And it's disappointing to see that because when we're building something so monumental together, we want all hands on deck. We want all hands on deck. We want people come in, help, go out and promote it. Go take we have a full-fledged social media team on this now. You guys see how beautiful the posts are that coming up. We anticipate going out there, sell the exit cause. We didn't see a lot of support from the community, which is sad to see because in the whole crypto world, it's all about the noise. Even when I go to VCs, the first thing they look at is the community, because is there interest there? For us, it should have been monumental, the noise. Why? Because we already had an existing community. All you guys have to do is go to exitlab.io and like and comment and share everything once a day. That's all you got to do. And that brings out a lot of interest. The community is an important thing that we have to do. And you guys have to do it. And we can create it, guys, but you have to promote it, right? You have to, of course, we're going to do other means, but what you can do, why pay others to do? Why pay others to do? It doesn't make sense. You guys should be doing that. Guys, sorry, this music just came on. We're having everything wrong. Give me one second. Caesar, take over from when I talk about, shut this music down. Thank you.
But yes, guys, like Ramin was mentioning, the community has been very important for us. And if we want to expand the project, the only thing that we need to do is to come up with a plan to keep inviting people, show them the stats, how the price is moving up and down, how the project is growing, and share the word to get more exits. Right, Ramin?
Absolutely. So our thing was that from day one, it's a utility. It's not a meme. Let's buy and let go up in value and dump. It was utility from day one. So our concept remains the same. That becomes a means of exchange between digital world and physical world. And that's what we've built last 15 months. Let's take us to the first slide, Caesar. Let's see what the behavior of the crypto market has been. It's been really harsh. Now, I understand it's only 15 years old, but you think there is precedent already out there. So people expected the same type of cycle behavior, and it's just been painful. There's been more liquidations this cycle than ever before. And for the first time, almost all but one reaches all-time high, and the rest are far from it. Bitcoin, for example, reaches all-time high. Of course, a lot of big news about Bitcoin. We talk about banks. We're talking about sovereign wealth. We're talking about all these companies that are putting on their treasury. So it did hit a high. It's no, well, at that time it was 77,000. It's a little bit higher now. So that is a 29% drop from its all-time high. So Ethereum, yesterday I saw a channel which I respect, basically saying Ethereum is dead. It will never come back. It's down 46% this year, 62.5%. This is the largest alt utility token of them all. This is the mother lode. And they're 62.5% down. And that's it. So, and there really isn't a hope. I mean, some people are still thinking, I hold a lot of it too, but I don't think it's going to come back. So Solana, was the big name, and trading at 55% from its all-time high. And again, there's some hope on Solana because of its speed. But this is the behavior. Like, these are the tokens that would have doubled and tripled and 5x and 10x on previous cycles. And this is supposed to be the bull market that this is happening. Now, the only meme coin that's still around, and everything else is going to die anyways. And that's the only reason it's belongs because the first one, and because, you know, Elon Musk and people somehow still think he's going to do something with it. And it's trading 78% below its all-time high. I mean, this is the behavior of the industry that what's been happening. It's an absolute bloodbath what's happening out there. Forget about the 90% that go zero. These people, these companies, these two launches were much bigger than Exit. You know, they just go to zero very, very quickly. Now, if you look at what happened to Exit at the same time period, you just go to the next slide. Well, let's go to meme coin market. Market cap fell 137 billion to 54 billion. It's a 61%. Team, that is millions and millions of tokens, right? Down by 61%. Major meme tokens, the Trump coin, I mean, what a scam that was and is, released by the president, 89% drop. I don't know how this stuff is legal. And then he was the only one. Argentina president did something similar, 85% drop. Can you imagine? There was one guy who put in, I don't know why you would do that, put in, I think, $28 million into Libra. And so then it's gone to this. I never heard this one, Wild Nut Token, associated to a big YouTuber. Collapse, 100% loss. 16,000 investors lost their money. This is the part that upsets me about some of the people who are trying to get advantage of Exit. Exit is a real project. It's a good project. It's a community project. To take Exit and the gifts you've received, which you should have never had to begin with, but we gave it to because your relationship with us before, to take it and drop it, to get into or produce other shitcoins, like that bothers me. You know, you expect people to have more loyalty. And there's another thing, a Hawk token, launched by, again, another celebrity, 95% drop. This is the behavior of what's been happening. It's a bloodbath, absolute bloodbath. That's what's happening in the crypto world. Next. So we look at the same time period for Exit. Our all-time high was about 360. I put this asterisk in there because it was not a real all-time high. It should be much lower. Had you released it properly, it would be in about $2 range, because some people would buy, some people would sell, and people who bought, they couldn't have bought it at such a small price. They would have to pay $2, $3 for it, or $2 for it. So higher price, so they wouldn't be worth as much. So they've never hit 360. Had this been a natural launch, it would have been about $2 for the day, for that first day. But because there was no natural launch, we put it in for you, one after another. There was no selling, nobody had access to it. So it brought an artificial 360. Really, actual price should have been around $2. Or actually even less. But so current range is between 210, 260. Sometimes it drops because of lack of liquidity, but it's not, that's just a short term. But its natural price is about 210, about 260. So we approximately drop about 39%, despite significant sell-off. So we would not even be at this level if it wasn't some people attacking our project. And these are the community people. These are our own people. You know, they're taking it to a point that I might just stop releasing these gifts, because you can't. We protected you. If they had this gone to the market, we would have crashed the same way the market has crashed, and you have lost your investment, right? So because we blocked that from happening, we protected your investment. You're here. It's a long-term project. We want to build them all. We're building them all, and to take your profit, enjoy that. It's profit. It's there. Why take it out and dump it? Or worse, dump it to produce other tokens, throw it in the market. So it's not tasteful. The decision I have to make to see what I want to do with these accounts. I don't like it. We're putting a lot of effort into this. We've taken a lot of hits for this. Lost a lot of nights, millions of my own money, and the money that we put in, the company money, and we sacrificed a lot for this. And we did that, and we produced, and we gave a special first purchase advantages to our community, because they're a community, and we expect them to be with us forever. This is a long haul. It's a utility. It's not a meme. It's a utility. You know, the mall is the target, not just for the mall to sell, but for you to use the mall to sell. That's the target. That wasn't for you to take our gift and cash it out. It wasn't designed to be that way. From day one, it brought people in, unfortunately, who don't care about the project, who don't care about the community, and they are trying to take advantage of it. So that's a decision that we have to make with the IT team, what we want to do with those accounts. And if you guys want to share with me your thoughts on the chat, you're welcome to do that as well. So the key points here is that we're still 100% profit for pre-sale holders. Who can say that? Who can say that? Imagine if you were one of the Trump token holders. Where would you be now? So this is an amazing project. We need to protect it. We need to protect it. In an industry that everything's an absolute meltdown, it stayed solid. And we need to protect it. So it's a resilience and use case driven performance compared to broader market, because what happens is that, I don't know, something's in my throat. What happens is that it's resilient because we didn't bring in all these people who want to come in. Maybe I'm the first one in, so I can dump it later on somebody else. That's the nasty business of crypto, right? And we don't want to be part of that. It's like in our business in opulence. We don't want to be that nasty business that goes on in the network marketing industry, direct sales industry, with Ponzi schemes. We don't want to be the nasty. So opulence remain the blue lagoon in the red infested ocean. And we've done that for 20 years. We know how to do that. And we don't want exit to be the nasty business of crypto. You know, and the Ponzi schemes that happen out there, and we don't want to bring those people in. We're going to do it right, the only way we know how to do it. In the meantime, we're going to make some correction to some of the people who've strayed the wrong way so far, and get rid of some people, because I'm ready to look at a couple of accounts and take out we know how much they sold, take out that profit out, write them a check for the original number and send them out, because we don't want those people in our industry. When you buy in pre-sale, you bought it on a promise that you're going to be part of the community. That's what you have the access to, and you're going to stay with the community. You're going to promote. If you buy on the open market, they'll do what you want. That's open market. That's not what happened. Open market doesn't give you any advantages. Open market, you're paying retail price. This was not what happened here. So, and we had these conversations before. It is a long-term project ecosystem that we want all hands on deck to promote it. So some people are not holding up their end of the bargain, but at the end of the day, in a year that's probably the worst year in the history of this exciting industry, and the future is very uncertain, very, very uncertain. In a way, I wrote a tweet about this, and I didn't send it out. I should, but I didn't send it out. I love the concept of crypto, but I honestly think crypto does require regulations, security regulations for the meme coins, because the meme coins, by its name, doesn't have any utility. So it's designed. It's a casino. And here's why I say you should have some of those regulations, because for example, in the equity market, when you're in the security, if Elon Musk wants to sell Tesla shares, they have to announce in advance, I'm selling X amount of Tesla shares. And that tells all Tesla shareholders, okay, if he's selling, the price is going to drop, and they get a chance to also sell at the same time. See, if that rule was placed on meme coins, we wouldn't have these rug pulls, because it takes a few seconds to release a token. So some of these guys releasing 1,000 tokens a day, right, to see what takes off. And as soon as somebody picks it up, these guys dump it and crash it. If we had the security rule on meme coins where before the founders can drop it, so they have to make an announcement, then they will never release this token to begin with. And we wouldn't have all this garbage going on. Trump taking 60 billion out of the market, where him and his few buddies made billions, and everybody else lost. And that was one of the reasons why crypto became volatile too. And he's not the only one, but the point is that if we had these regulations on meme coins, where you cannot, first of all, you got to follow these protocols in order to launch it. Secondly, you cannot sell it as a founder, you cannot sell it unless you make an announcement publicly that you're going to sell it. Now, nobody gets rug pulled because everybody sells at the same time. In any event, so this is where we're at. We've protected our industry because it's a pre-sale. Obviously, people have bought on the open market since they buy it every day. I like where we stand. Despite the attacks, internal attacks, Exit is pretty solid. Now, part of the problem I didn't mention to you earlier, going up to a $3 billion market cap created a serious problem for us. And that is because when you go to release these tokens, outside your own asset, you'll have to match it with something else. Now, some of these exchanges say, okay, if you're going to release Exit, I don't know, $20,000 in Exit to sell, you must have USDT to back it up. So somebody, or ETH. So you need another asset. So do it the way we did, which was wrong. Try to help our community. It pushed up to $3 billion market cap. We don't have all this liquidity to match it. That's another reason why we couldn't release all the tokens. It's because where do I get the liquidity from? And when you go to liquidity providers, and again, they're looking at the flag, not everything is released. So it's a very complicated. The business of crypto, not the creation, that's not complicated. The business of crypto is very complicated. This is why, less than 1%, far less than 1% will be around. Exit will be one of those. It'll be around because we're doing everything right. But here's the amazing news. What we learned the last 15 months, and we're at it every day, guys. We're at this every single day. Overseas, here, small team, but we're working it. And we realized the mall, you're going to get the preview of the mall, by the way, designamall.io. I love the name. I'm glad we got that name. There'll be never somebody else can get another designamall.io like we have it. It's like casino.com, like, opulence.com. We have it. Anyway, it'll always be the ultimate mall. We learned a lot. The original concept was, let's just go to the next slide. Maybe we got the big news. So there's going to be there's going to be a major token burn. This is going to be a shocker to everybody. We have 1 billion token. We're pretty much burning all of it. We're going to keep, we don't know exactly how much. We're going to take our time on this. But we're going to keep, it's going to be one of the most rarest tokens around. One of the rarest. I mean, Bitcoin is 21 million. I don't know, maybe do 25 million. There's a reason for that. Let's go through it. Major supply adjustment ahead. Major burning event will be disclosed. Develop system to accept So we created designamall.io originally that everybody can show up on Exit. Well, that hampers the sales of designamall.io because Exit is not on the biggest exchanges, right? And everybody we talked to, they said, well, why don't you let it's a fantastic idea, the mall. Why don't you let other currencies to come in? And that was contradictory to my original concept. They need Exit, they have to buy Exit to shop, and that brings up the value of Exit. But issue is nobody has Exit. And we're trying to see how, for us to turn the mall into an exchange, for them to swap other assets to Exit, that's a whole new regulations now. You need an opinion letter. It also affects our current opinion letter because it doesn't include exchanges. It's just the token itself. So I thought, you know what? It took me a while to figure it out, but yeah, we should. There are companies out there that are dying to get credibility, like XRP. Hey, we're banking instrument of the world, and so that. There's a huge army in the XRP world that, okay, other than this big dream, what can they do with XRP? Nothing, right? They're still waiting for that big dream. So what if we give these people, say, hey, XRP Mall, here we go. You can now shop with it, for example, right? Or other currencies. So when people can come in and buy with other currencies, well, first of all, we don't need the billion anymore, right? We don't need the billion anymore. We now can reduce our token significantly. Let them come in and buy with whatever they have. And I don't want to keep any other currency. So as they come in and shop with other things, behind the hood, we'll take those currencies, return them into exit, and we keep our exit. So now we can accomplish the same thing, but allow multiple currency to come in. So if you have XRP, if you have Bitcoin, if you have Ethereum, come and shop. In the back end, we take your Ethereum, we convert to exit, and you take the bag. So it has become, so there's no need to have a billion. And here's what it will do for us. When we burn it, we no longer need the originally planned 1 billion supply. Obviously, we don't need it anymore. Reduces pressure on liquidity because now we can release the entire amount to the market. We get rid of the flag. And now we can easier to find liquidity for exit. And the only the people that exit has a beautiful history, but the only thing that are worrisome to the people who know the VCs and exchanges is, okay, it's not released, right? Because it's not released, technically I can do what Trump did, which is rug pull everybody. By releasing everything, but everyone can see exactly who's holding what, that get rid of the flag and boost, because it's very transparent now. It also creates extreme scarcity. Anything valuable, it has to be, it's because they're scarce, right? Bitcoin is valuable because it's only 21 million. So XRP becomes one of the rarest token in crypto. And of course, as I mentioned, we're going to take the multi-currencies. I'm going to keep adding currencies. It's a lot of work, by the way, guys. Kamlesh, I mean, I think he's taking 3 PhDs right now because all these different blockchains have different ways of doing something. And he sits there for 2 weeks just reading documents. He goes to communities, and I think he's got like 4 PhDs right now. Because it's not just creating an API. It doesn't work like that. It's a lot of work, and that's his job to do that. I have Javier, he's our AI research guy, testing guy as well. He plus does other things, and we got a Caprit, and he's our mall guy. He's the one that what we're going to show you. Actually, maybe Caprit himself will take you through that, and that's his job to do. Anyways, I have Cesar, please take over on this slide for about 5 minutes. My guy said to pick up the McLaren. And I'll be right back.
Perfect, Ramin. So, like you have been mentioning, creating a utility of this token is the key. And if you don't evolve and you don't react on time about how the world is changing, projects are dead. And we have seen it a lot with a lot of companies dying because they don't evolve. So we realize on time that we need to make those corrections. So burning, it's an excellent alternative to create that sense of scarcity, and moreover, it's going to attract more buyers. So the burning itself, it will create buying pressure. Why? Just because the tokens are reducing. It's a natural step. And if you, I saw a question here in the chat that it says from Shana. So what do you want us to do next? Invite people. You are our community. You need to invite people and create more buyers for the token. And when the burning happens, which is going to be in different stages, we don't know when exactly, but it's going to be in different stages, it will create more excitement. We research a lot, and we have seen it in different projects that they burn it before, very famous projects that they burn it, and the price change a lot and the protections increase, right, Ramin?
Look, we're learning like everybody else, Caesar. We didn't pretend to be experts. We're learning, and we have a small team. But one thing for sure, we have the most experience in peer-to-peer. We have the most experience. We are the only company that actually makes products. We have the most experience in e-com. The heart of the business is the mall, and that we're the expert at. The rest of it, we'll get some help. We've learned a lot. We get some help. And again, we did not know we're going to end up here. Something else drove us here. So we'll follow the process and trust the process. And I'm glad where we're at because now that solves our token problem. Hopefully. Hopefully. Now, people who sold, they're not going to be happy with their decision because obviously there's going to be far less tokens available. And yeah, so it was not a very good decision for people who were dumping their exit. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So Designamall.io, phase 1, the launch. Guys, that's such a beautiful mall. Launching with over 1,000 luxury products. Featuring timepieces from 10 luxury watch brands. That's right, you heard right. We'll have 10 different brands. So you don't have to just get your Fairy and Porsche watches. You can get Longines. You can get all these other that are it's going to launch with those inside. There's a lot more. We can get more in. Just that we're not ready yet. So, but I don't want to launch just with two brands. So we're launching with no, we can say with 12 different brands. Phase 2, gamify engagement. We created a really cool game, which, by the way, Caesar or Mission Buy from Camlish and Ekapri, can we give them the beta mode for everyone to play today?
The game for the in the beta version right now, it's only the first phase, but we can do something for the game too, probably with another subdomain or something. But yeah, we can release it.
Okay, good. So today, guys, you're gonna get a first viewing we talk about, right? You're gonna actually get the link. You can go play. We created a game called Shopaholic. It's really cool. So you know how in crypto they need to bring in millions of people to the project, right? So they have token drop. They have all these things. Give you a task, you get free tokens, airdrop, these things. So our version is, there's always been these games on TV where it's like people go out there, try to shop in grocery store with shopping carts, and they got 3 minutes to do it. So we created a game called Shopaholic, where if you go in there and there's a leaderboard, it's really nicely done, and you can get free exit shopping credits. Now, if you hold exit, real exit, you're going to get you can convert those shopping credits into real tokens. So you start with free shopping credits, but you can turn into real tokens if you're holding exit. So, and we have this incredible affiliate program attached now to the game. So we have an affiliate program attached to the token, and that's going to be it's almost like our MLM version, but it's not. It's an affiliate program that's going to really draw people in. Imagine if you are just a player, you go there play, and you invite other people to come, and when they come to get a free account to play as well, because they want to win free shopping credits, and you get free shopping credits on that. And when you hold exit, you get real tokens by inviting other people. And even better, when you hold more tokens, you can, for the next year, whatever they buy, you get real tokens, 10%, or is it 5% start with, you're getting real tokens on their shopping. So this is something that doesn't exist today. And when it gets out, I mean, millions of people would want to tell each other, hey, go shop Designamall.io, go there, go shop here, go shop here. We want just people to talk, get loud, shop, go to Designamall.io, because by sending people with their link, they're going to benefit in multiple different ways when those people become active. All right, so phase 2, the game gets released, Shop Wallet game, and we're going to also integrate the Exit Wallet. We have this beautiful wallet, state of art, and that the Exit Wallet also has a fiat on ramp and off ramp. So now you can actually pay a credit card and buy Exit, or you can swap from Exit to Bitcoin if you want to, someone or back vice versa. You can do many things with it. Javier, do we have an off ramp as well on the Exit wallet to fiat with through Banksa?
Yeah, actually, Banksa is our provider, and we have access to on-ramp and off-ramp there.
Fantastic. So this is important, guys. You know why? Because that means you can say, okay, you know what? Don't pay me my commissions in my e-wallet anymore because I don't get taxed on it, right? And I don't pay the currency conversion, right? Because in your country, yes, we convert it. Just pay me an exit. So we pay you an exit for your commissions, wherever in the world you are, you can convert it to that currency without conversion fees. So again, this is a lot of this work is already done. There's a lot of work already done. Phase 3, brand partner expansion. So we're going to allow other brands to come in and lease a boutique. So you can go to Zamol.io and you can see it's like Gucci, Versace, all these guys there, or all these other boutiques there. You can go to the mall and see what they're selling and buy, or you can just search, design a bag, and all the brands show up. So we're gonna integrate hundreds and hundreds of other brands into this as the time goes by, and that was the original plan. And more phases and features to be announced. Once you get into a small business, because that's something we know very well, there's a lot you can do. And that's what I'm saying. We have such a small team. Really, we should have 100 developers. So my target is to, for the first time, because all my life, my entire life, it's always been me. I never had a partner to come in to infuse a bunch of millions into the company. We've done all of this with internal money. Right? We don't have a cent that came in, other than some of the token holders that came in originally, but that money was used for the token, right? It's there to back the token up. It's not there to spend towards on a project. So I think with everything we've created, we could attract some investors to come in and give us what we need so we can have a full-fledged team so we can move faster. If we don't do that, we'll just have to go the pace we're going. But I'm hopeful that once we get rid of the flag and do what we're doing, and by now we're hiring other companies again to consult with us, we can we are at the stage now where we can invite some partners in and be able to move up at a much faster pace. What's also good is that all these I'm glad the meme coins are going down, because I think the meme coins have really exhausted the market. They've really exhausted the market. I think what's going to happen is that it was first utility, then they went to the casino, yo-yo coins, memes, and now people are realizing, okay, you know what? No, the utility is the way to go. Because if there's not a utility to it, then this is just a casino, right? Casinos will always be around, but the focus will go back on utility, because at least they're trying to accomplish something. They're real serious projects. Whether they make it or not, they're serious projects. It's not a software that within a day put out 200 yo-yo tokens with nothing behind it. Nobody knows. There's no company. There's no face. Nothing. It's just, it's junk. All right. So next slide. Okay. So you're gonna get to see the live preview of Zamol.io. Are you guys ready?
So I'm gonna show you, Ramin. I'm gonna stop sharing for a second on the screen, just to prepare the environment. So give me just 1 second, guys. So, I'm gonna just into here. And preparing the extension, but everything is working on perfect. Okay. So, okay, perfect. So it's everything is right here.
Go ahead, take us through it.
You see it, the screen, perfect. So, as you can see,
I don't see
oh, no,
anything.
sorry. Let me click in here and show it again. No, right?
There we go. I see your Gmail.
No, this is the Gmail. Oh, okay. Wait a second, guys. Stop share. Okay, share it again. I click in desktop two. So that's step two is this. And then share. Okay, here we go. Perfect. So I'm gonna invite you to go to betadesigner.mall.io, where you can see the preview of the designer mall. And the first thing that you're gonna notice is the fashion. It's a very fashionista website where all the luxury is going to be on top of it. We have a navigation bar on here where the left side, we have all the categories and subcategories that we're gonna have. On the right side here on top, we have the exit price right now directly from Binance Smart Chain. It's a combination of, the average of all of it. So it's not only one price, it's the combination of all the factors. So right now you can see it's around 260, okay? So we can have, this is the price. Here we can select the token itself that you wanna use for the products. So
Love it.
as we were mentioning, Rami was mentioning, we are offering the option not only buying with exit, you can select BNB, Ethereum, or Solana for the moment, but we are gonna incorporate way more tokens. Okay, so the starting point is these four, including exit. So let's say that I select exit as a method of payment, and then just for the demonstration, I'm gonna go to the product that it doesn't require too much exits. And as you saw before, in here, we are showing or displaying all the products that are on this category, okay? But for example, if we have a bigger category who has more subcategories like jewelry, for example, you can filter it here, select only the bracelets, only the earrings, the necklace and the earrings, and then you can check it here, and you can check the price, how many exits you will need to buy. Or if you change, let's say, I don't have exits, I have BNBs, no problem. As soon as you click it, you notice it that the price changed to the actual currency that you selected it, okay? So I'm gonna change it back to exit because it's the one that I'm gonna use, okay? And we have features, very nice features like comparing products, where you can check, I need to select, let's say, this with this, and then click and compare. And it's telling you both features, right? So 9 of them are 925. You can compare the weight here. So you notice the difference, right? When you right away. So this is a very cool features, and you can add
Interesting.
more
Yeah,
products
I hadn't
to
seen
the
that
thing.
myself.
And
Interesting.
let's say, again, I'm gonna select the product that I wanted to show you, which requires 0.1 exits. And what I want you to do is showing you the description here is the description of the product. And also we have featuring items here that you may also like in case you wanna buy a accessory for this product. So I'm gonna click it in add to cart and then check cart. And on the right side, it opens a menu where you're gonna see the summary of your purchase. So the quantity is here. You wanna increase it or decrease the amount of items. You're gonna see the total. In this case, we are not charging for the shipping, and the total amount is 0.10 exits. So we click in proceed to checkout, and I want to connect with my wallet right here. and it opens these options, okay? So as Ramin mentioned it, we're gonna have different products here, but for the moment, I'm gonna just connect it with MetaMask. And it's asking me to select the network. I'm gonna select EVM network, and it's asking me to connect with my MetaMask here, and then it's here right away. So it's telling me the amount of tokens that I have here, and if I click it in pay with MetaMask, it's going to ask me, can you see it here? In the extension of MetaMask is asking me, hey, you are gonna authorize 0.103 exits, and this is the conversion, and you wanna accept it. If you say yes, the whole process it will start. So just for the demonstration, I'm just gonna accept it and wait for the transaction is success. And as you can see here is the summary. So the only thing that we need to do is wait for the approval. In this case, it was very fast. It's payment confirmed. But if you selected, let's say, BNB or Ethereum, probably it's going to take 3 or 4 minutes or 5 minutes, depending on the network speed. And you can check the transaction that it happened on live and happens in the Binance Smart Chain. So how can I be sure that the order is correct and it's public and it's already on the ledger? In 2 ways. I can click it in the view transaction here, or I can go directly to the hash here. So let's say what happens when I go to the transaction itself. This is the Binance Smart Chain. This is not on us. It's a public ledger, and it happens 48 seconds ago. You can see here the transaction hash, and it interacting with our corporative wallet. In this case, I buy with the corporative wallet to the corporative wallet. So that's why it's the same here, but it's transparent, guys. If you go and check right now in Binance Smart Chain and you check the contract, you will see this transaction. Whoever is buying, you are gonna see it here. So the law in crypto is you cannot hide anything. Everything is public and it's here. So I'm gonna go back and then I'm gonna check what happened with my order. So it says that the order is placed, but what happened if you have placed many orders? No problem. You're gonna see it here. Go to order details, and you're gonna see all the details. So the customer, the address, transaction information. You can still check in here the transaction, if it happens or not, and what I bought. Okay. So basically, this is the website. I mean, the things that we have prepared. We have more features. For example, let's say you have an item. Let's say yearly. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna select this one, and I don't wanna buy it right now, but I can select the add to wish list. Okay, so if I click here, I'm gonna see what I'm what I'm trying to buy in the next week or so. Okay, and you can add it here directly to the cart, and then go to check, and you can see another feature, for example, swiping. If you move with your finger, in this case with the mouse on the computer, if you slide it to the left, you can have the option of deleting or keeping it in the wish list again, right? So many features that we have here. And obviously you have the profile access here where you can manage your account, check your card, your wish list, or the history. The rewards that Ramin was talking about is in the beginning, you're going to receive rewards in shopping credits, not in this phase, in the second phase. And moreover, we're going to give you the option to move those shopping credits into real tokens. You can click in the order history and you will see all the history, all the orders in your account. And as you saw previously, you can go inside and check the product again, or check buy again, or view the order. So different sections. You can click in the hash and check it again that everything is okay. I think that it's a very important step, because we have seen a lot of companies, guys, that they promise the crypto to goods, but in reality, what you were doing is sending the tokens to another wallet with this option. So practically what this company was doing behind the hood is transforming fiat money into crypto. But us, you saw it directly in the website, is crypto to goods. So if you have some cryptos like in this case BNB or Ethereum, you will be able to use them and make the purchase, check the transaction in real time in the ledger, and all the histories, it will be there. So if you have any questions, I'm going to invite you to use the Q&A section in the Zoom, and I will be answering the questions in this moment. I'm just going to go to the Zoom again here and make it bigger. I see some excitement. And do you have any questions in the Q&A? I have some questions here. Someone was asking about if we need to keep our assets. I would suggest that to keep your assets as is, because all the free stuff that the company gave you are going to increase. And as Ramin was mentioning, whoever sold it probably will regret about it, because as soon as we create the burning events, and you, as a part of your communication with your teams, start buying more exits, the price is going to get better, and it's going to allow you to survive the incoming impasses on the financial world economy. Ramin?
Yeah, so thank you for that. Guys, by the way, there's a lot more here that you're not seeing because as we build, they have to take sections of it away. Because, for example, the game is a funny game. It's actually quite fun. And we're going to give you access that you guys can go see the other section, which is the game itself. And with the game, they also see the affiliate program, right, Kiprit? The affiliate program, like when you get share your link and people sign up, you get free points.
Yes, so this is the second phase. So it's going to allow you to create a link that you're going to share it in your socials or via text message or something. And as soon as you share that and the people join and start buying with their crypto, you are going to receive a tokens. And as we were saying, after with the program is growing up, you are going to be able to convert those shopping credits that are usable on the designer mode only. You are going to be able to transform it into real exit tokens that you can use them in the actual ledger.
So, but the link we're giving them today for them to play, though, doesn't it unlock that section for them to see the rules?
No, not yet.
Okay, so that was a very strong no. the echo. All right, so team, give another preview of this. Imagine a visitor signs up with someone's link, and that someone's link is going to get some shopping credits, right? Now, if that sponsor, if they are only holding exit, they're not getting shopping credits, they can convert that shopping credit into real tokens. So you can make real money referring people. Very least, you're going to get free shopping referring people. No shopping mall in the world that gives you that. But if you're holding exit, you're going to get real money, right? You can convert that. Now imagine you hold more. We have these different loyalty program, referral program. So once you have more, then you're going to now get, for the next year, you're going to get shopping override, credit override. So when your people who use your link to get in, when they shop, you get shopping credits or tokens, depending on if you got tokens or not, for next year. So this is the very first residual income opportunity, residual in crypto. Before this, the only way you can do that is yield, staking, right? But this is the first time you can actually get residual on shopping on crypto. Now, if you get to the black status, yes, we have statuses now. With exit, you're going to get something that's equivalent to MGRS, except it's not monthly. it's going to be a global revenue sharing at the end of the year of the mall sales, and mall sales. So for that, you have to hold, what's it, $5,000 or $10,000 in exit, right? Something like that. And you're going to, so now everybody wants to be the black status because they want to get an override of the sales that's happening in the mall. It's an annual thing. Now we're going to bring up black status holders or members, VIPs, once a year to the world headquarters right here in Toronto, where they get to see the products in real hand at the Opulence Gallery. We call it the Fairy Gallery, and be given the Rolls Royce treatment, and we're going to do conventions where everything is going to be about the mall. Everything's about the mall. Of course, it will have the ecosystem around it, but now we're going to have this black status. They're going to have exit parties. We're going to be doing where they're going to be invited to. So it's a full-fledged business. What's been happening last only 14 months with such a small team. There's so much has been developed here, and we want to be our focus is simple. We want to be the official shopping platform in crypto, and there'll be others try to follow afterwards. But we want to be the official shopping portal in crypto. All right. So if you have any questions, this is it. You can ask.
So Shana Bella's raised her hand. So
Sure.
I'm just going to ask you, Shana, to unmute yourself and ask the question.
Sorry, it was an accident, but congratulations.
Thank you, Shana.
Perfect.
You asked earlier what you should do. Just get loud. I need our people to get loud. I need Opulence. I need the exit holders to be loud. Like, why do we pay other companies to go find us people? We have our own people. And I'm having the same issue with Opulence social media too, because like we have the world's greatest social media, and our people aren't going to it to like, comment, share. Listen, to show you how I'm shocked how the algorithm in these social media marketing companies work. I don't know if you guys saw that. I have a brand new tennis court at my property on the waterfront. It's not even finished yet. And I show up last Friday, and there's a big hole in it. So and I'm looking, and there was a squirrel running around it. And anyways, it looks like it's burnt. This is 8-inch concrete with paint, and there's no paint, there's no concrete. It is melted. So everyone all of a sudden, I put it out there. I said, because I'm talking to the concrete guy by the way. I said, what the hell is this? He says, oh, it's a meteor that hit it, because this is from the top. This is a meteor, because to melt concrete, you have to have a 1200 Celsius. So I said, meteor that hit it. Yeah, I'm looking around, there's no debris anywhere. So I put it out on social media. I talked to my cousin. He said, oh, it's a meteor. Everyone says it's a meteor. And I put it on social media. I said, guys, I'm not a meteor guy. So I don't believe this. Any concrete guys out there? Because maybe the concrete people don't want to, they don't want to warranty it. And you should see what happened on that one post. 81% was non-followers. And then there was like 60 some odd shares, like 200 comments, I think like 12,000 views. And all it was not a professional video. It was just, the tag was, did my house just get hit by meteor, right? So I'm calling actually this week science company to go and take a look, because we still don't know how this hole was created on an 8-inch concrete. We found a walnut in it, but everyone tells me there's no way an animal can do that. So, and it looks black, it's burnt, something hot that melted it. So, anyway, the point is this, because this is what can happen when you have, you go on live with social media, and 82% of the people who actually commented an activity is non-followers. So all our people need to do is get loud. Get loud on opulence, get loud on fairy, get loud on posh, get loud on exit. Just go out there, be part of the community, be part of the development. We can create, but you gotta go out there. If you're invested in this, you gotta do all you can. In this case, it's free. Just be loud. We're spending well over $10,000 a month on social media on our pages. You know, it's well over that. I'm not talking about the marketing team, I'm not talking about development team. No, I'm talking about social media team, right? But we create this stuff. We create everything the best possible. I need you guys to get active. Actively promote it. Because if we can't get people to come over, it doesn't matter if we have the world's first luxury mall. It doesn't matter. We need to, if no one's going to go there. And why pay crazy amount of money to create it and then go pay a crazy amount of money to get people to it? These are things we should be doing ourselves. Anyway, so be loud on the businesses. If you're a stakeholder, be loud. Any other questions?
We don't have any questions. Shana, can we get these videos downloaded to share? Yes, Shana, we're gonna share it. It's an important information that you can share after. Yes, we will have it sooner. We're gonna post it into the in the new section on the exitlab.io, and you can search it for it later on. Any other question, guys? This is your opportunity. It's a complex world, the crypto, so it should be more questions. There is not a question. Any question, it will be solved right now. Don't keep it because it's important information that you need to share. So don't keep it to yourselves. Ask it right now.
We have to build a community. Like, guys, this one, like, look at this call. Like, we should have hundreds of people on this call. The fact that we don't tells me that we don't have the community, and I need you guys to get loud. The company can't be loud. You guys have to be loud. You're in the Telegram group, just be loud about it. Just start communication. Everything you heard today, you should be on the Telegram group. You should be on an Instagram group and messaging on everything. Get loud. Get the Telegram group rocking again. It shouldn't be us doing this. It should be you guys doing this and wake up other people. I think it's like 2,000 people on the Telegram group or something like that. Just get loud and let's bring people to life.
Yeah, so I'm going to ask also Javier to share all the Telegram groups that we have. We have comments like, one thing is, why wear the brand if you can be the brand? This is an excellent. This is very true, Barbara. Thank you so much for sharing that. And the excitement that you put on your words is excitement that the people is going to take it from you. So this is exactly what we need. We are so excited about it. So we're posting all the socials right now. Javier did it on the chat. So go on there, subscribe yourself, and we are gonna be on top of the news whenever we release them.
Beautiful. Let's just thank the IT team guys for all the work they're doing, and they stay late, they get things done. Obviously, we don't have enough people, so we have to put in extra time, and it's you see the amount of work that's been done. We still got a lot more work to do. You guys can make our job a lot easier, make us a lot more motivated if we see there's a lot of activity. Once we see you guys are excited, that gives us energy, right? So just your contribution would be energy towards the project.
Perfect, Ramin. Thank you, guys. So we're gonna be in touch with you. The video is going to be available very soon. Thank you so much.
All right, stay exit, guys.